Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I've got a special guest that should be joining me shortly. I am your host, Shabaka Amin. Please feel free to share this with those that you know, that you care about, who are in pursuit of weight loss. I'm going to share some thoughts with you. I believe you'll find them inspirational. And this evening, I'm going to invite one of the Plant-Based Loser Challenge community members. And a Plant-Based Loser community member is someone who's actually done the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. And for those of you who may not know, we have a community of, I believe we're at 62 Plant-Based Loser community members, which are individuals who have actually paid to enroll in the Plant-Based Loser Challenge and have benefited. And for those of you who don't know, the Plant-Based Loser Challenge is a 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. So I'm going to have a brief interview. I'm going to interview one of the Plant-Based Loser Challenge customers and members. And it's going to be very, very brief because she's got limited time. But we're going to get right to what people want to know, which is, you know, how much weight did she lose? But she's got a special story because, you know, what I love about what I've created is someone can actually participate in the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge, and they can do it twice. They don't have to just do it once. They can do it twice. So the cool thing is that once someone becomes a Plant-Based Loser challenge customer, they're a permanent member of the Plant-Based Loser community. And they have access to me as their nutrition performance coach. They have access to all of the therapeutic plant-based weight loss interventions and recipes and formulas I've developed, which are very powerful. So, as you can see, the title of tonight's let's see, want to make sure I'm live. If you can see me, make sure you respond in comments. If you can hear and see me, make sure you respond in comments to let me know that you're on. How many of you can hear me well? I want to make sure my audio is perfect. And I am going to check just to make sure that I'm visible on Facebook. Yep, I am visible. I can see it. I can see it. So make sure you share this before I start interviewing Dee Dee Love. Hopefully she'll be joining us this evening. And she's probably trying to get squared away with technology. But as you can see, the title of tonight's broadcast is Making Weight Loss Contagious in America. Making Weight Loss Contagious in America. And when I set out on this journey 21 years ago, you know, embarking upon my personal training career, it was very important to me to help people achieve health success, not just take them through an exercise experience to get them in shape using exercise, because exercise is only one form of training. For those of you who may not know, eating is training as well. So exercise is only one form of training. Eating is training as well. So 21 years ago, before I even started my professional fitness career as a certified personal trainer, I had already begun to teach people that eating is training and influence my customers to adopt a plant-based eating style way before it became a trend. We're talking about the beginning of my career back in the fall of This is September of 1998 when I had begun my personal training career, and I had people on plant-based meal plans. And at the time, depending on the customer, I would have fish on there because I didn't want to freak them out and repel them from joining the program. So I had them on a plant predominant meal plan that included fish because most of my customers were not vegan. So, and eventually I transitioned some of them onto a 100% plant-based meal plan. But I want to bring a special guest on tonight. We call her Dee Dee Love. And Dee Dee, what's up? Looking sharp, looking like one of the queens from ancient Egypt. What's up? I can't hear you, so make sure your audio, your volume is up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dee Dee? Because I cannot hear you. If you can hear me, go like that, but I can't hear you. So bear with us. For those of you who are watching and listening, we're going to try to get Dee Dee's audio up so that we can have a really great show. Can you hear me, Dee Dee? You can? Okay. Because I can't hear you and I don't know why. Hold up for a second. So your mic, yeah, my volume is up and it sounds like you can hear me. Try to log off and come right back on. Like, let's try something just to go ahead and say something so we can. Okay, so I can't hear you. Let's try this. I want you to log off and come back on and we'll see. But check you're on an iPad, check to make sure the volume is on and check your volume, make sure your volume is up. Because you can hear me, but okay. So what we're gonna do is Dee Dee's logged out and she's gonna come back on and hopefully we can get some audio this time. So thanks for your patience, and we're going to see if we can bring Dee Dee Love back on. Again, she is a Plant-Based Loser Challenge member, and she's actually, I'm going to let her tell her weight loss story in terms of the results. Hopefully we can get her back on. Okay. All right, Dee Dee, can you hear me? How about unplugging your headphones? You can take them out and we'll see what happens. Let's try it without earphones. Let's see what happens when you unplug your earphones because it might work. And you checked testing. What about now? You check your volume? Okay, folks. So we're having some audio difficulties on her end. And for those of you who are in the audience, feel free to leave a comment. Okay, so I can hear you.
You can?
Yes. So whatever you did, it worked.
Okay.
So
I had to disconnect the earphones.
Thank you. So hey, look, God and gave us these brilliant brain computers to troubleshoot, right? So, you know, when something doesn't work, we'll explore another option. So thanks for unplugging, and I can hear you loud and clear. I was, and you probably heard me say this when I first welcomed you on. Your hair looks really sharp. You look like one of them them women from ancient Egypt, all braided up, looking sharp. You know,
Yeah.
looks real nice. So how have you been doing?
Good. Good.
Good. You look at your face. Your skin looks all vibrant, and your face looks. Because I hadn't seen you in a while, and I could see a change in your face.
Yep.
Man, so you surprised me. 2 weeks ago? Because you reached out, and then you were like, "I'm back on." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's start from the beginning. The very first time you did the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge, let the audience know how much weight you lost in 21 days.
Was it 18 pounds?
Yep.
Oh, 18.
18 pounds in 21 days, and that's phenomenal by any standard. And I want to let folks know, Dee Dee and all plant-based loser challenge members do not train with me. This is not a fitness program. This is not an exercise program. The reason why the plant-based loser challenge is getting results that are even better weight loss results than what personal trainers are getting is because it's dealing with therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention, and it's repairing the metabolism the first day that you are on it. So I know we got limited time. About a week or so ago, we messaged each other on Messenger because that's where I provide customer support for the plant-based loser members. And you surprised me by letting me know that you started the 21-day challenge again. Did you complete it?
Yeah, I completed it.
And tell the audience how much weight you lost this go round.
12 pounds.
So she lost 18 pounds the first time, 12 pounds this time, for a total of 30 pounds, correct?
Yeah.
So really, if you put it together, that's 42 days.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 30 pounds of fat loss in 42 days.
Yeah.
How would you compare your level of commitment the first time you did it? Because I'm a stickler for precision. And I think that's part of what makes me, it's up to you. You're a customer. You can tell me, am I a good coach? Do I care? Do I hold people accountable?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Understatement, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's just part of caring. When you really care for people and you want to see them win and get results, you ask the right questions. And I ask detailed questions because I want to make sure you're benefiting from what you've invested in. But there's a lot of pride and love in the development of this therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention. So you dropped 18 pounds the first time you did the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. And then you started again in September.
Yes.
And after you did the first 21-day challenge, I know your son, he went through a thing where he wasn't feeling well. Then summertime came, so you got off track.
Yeah.
And how did that feel to get off track?
Yeah. It was almost like I did all this work and now I'm off track, and it motivated me to just do it again and say, this time I'm just going to stick with it. So yeah, I had a lot going on the first time. So when I got off of it, I was hard-headed, wasn't eating well after I got off of it. So I decided to get back on it.
And that you did. You got back on it. You did the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge for a second time, dropped 12 pounds for a total weight loss, 30-pound weight loss. So if you put the two together, 42 days, because it's 21-day challenge, she did it twice. 42 days, she dropped 30 pounds in 42 days. That's remarkable. That's phenomenal. Okay. So I wanted to commend you, as I did through Messenger. Thank you for your commitment. I'm looking at your face and I'm like,
yeah,
your face you talking about slim down.
Yeah.
Tell the audience what areas of your body do you see the change? Because you're a woman, you're a Black woman, and it's so, you look at the landscape here in Charlotte, can you see there's so many African American women who are overweight? Do you see what I see?
Um, yeah, I mean, I consider myself to be one of them. I don't consider myself obese, but I consider myself overweight for sure. If you ask me where in my body do I see change, I've always had pain in my knees. I injured my knees a long time ago, and I've always had pain. And it's almost like I'm walking on air. I don't have any inflammation in my joints on my knees anymore. And I have a lot more energy. So
Are you saying the knee pain is gone?
yeah, I don't have it. I could feel it walking upstairs. Like anything where I raise my knee, I could feel it, and I don't have that pain anymore.
You
And I
heard
didn't have it the first time that I did the challenge either. So I knew it worked. And so I decided to get back on it. So yeah.
it's funny because I do remember you telling me about the knee pain. You know, most people would assume the knee pain disappearing is solely because of the weight loss. Like the first 21-day challenge you did, you dropped 18 pounds, being
Mm-hmm.
on the therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention that I formulated.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just because of the weight loss. It's
Mm-hmm.
because all of the foods that
It's
are
way in the
it's
first week it goes away.
yes, because it's anti-inflammatory nutrients you're bringing in every day. And the SST protocol, the smoothie soup and tea, and the 3 nutrient dense plant-based meals not only cause you to reduce body fat, but what people don't understand, where there's excess fat on the human body, there's also chronic inflammation. So anytime you are reducing inflammation, that's why her knee pain disappeared in a short amount of time. In addition to the weight loss, in addition to the disappearance of the knee pain you were dealing with, talk about the impact on food addiction, the cravings for sugary, salty, and fatty processed foods. Were you surprised at how being on this intervention changed that?
Yeah, the first time I was really surprised. Because there were days there where I would go and I would just crave these foods, these type of foods. But starting the 21-day challenge, the first day, the first couple of days, it was almost like I thought about those foods, but I didn't necessarily have to go have them. I was full. I felt satisfied with what I was eating. So it, I didn't crave it. I didn't need it. So that
And,
really out. It was surprising, but yeah.
and a lot of people don't realize, and I have to ask you, people think that losing weight is hard. Now that you've done the plant-based loser challenge and you've benefited from the therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention, what's your perspective on weight loss now? Do you still see it as hard, or do you actually see it as easy because of the body's inherent fat loss potential?
Yeah. Before doing this challenge, I would say it was hard for me to lose weight, but I wasn't eating well. Um, you know, eating meat and a lot of, just fatty foods. But being on the plant-based, the 21-day challenge, it was easy. So I would have to attribute that to the way you're eating. If you're eating bad, it's probably gonna be hard, to lose weight. But if you're eating like you're supposed to be, eating well, a lot of fruits, nutrient-dense things, then it's gonna be easy.
What is it like being off meat? Because so many people think that going plant-based, they define it by no meat. But looking at how much more plant-based foods you consume
Mhm.
and being off animal products, how do you feel day to day?
If you're eating enough, you should feel fine. And I know the 21-day challenge gives you a lot of meals, it throws a lot at you, almost to the point where you're trying to find time to eat it all. And So, um, if you're eating enough food, you're gonna feel satisfied. If you're missing meals, you'll probably won't feel satisfied and crave things. But if you're eating enough meals and eating all the meals on the plant-based challenge, then you're not gonna feel hungry. You're not gonna feel like you're not satisfied or full.
I want to tell you, I know you've got to go. I really appreciate the interview. Um, your face has leaned out. You look great. You look amazing. I can see the additional transformation. I can see it. So I look forward to running into you again. If you have time this Saturday, come on out to the second Meet and Eat event, which is exclusive for the Plant-Based Loser
Okay.
um, community members. Come on out. We're going to be eating at Living Kitchen this coming Saturday. And even if you're not a Plant-Based Loser community member, you can join us. You can reach out to me and I'll be glad to invite you. But Dee Dee Love, I appreciate your commitment. And in case you don't know, if you go within files, and you're up for another challenge, I added in a metabolic juice cleanse. For those who complete the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge, I have another intervention that keeps you in fat burning mode like it's nobody's business.
Okay.
So go in files and you'll see the metabolic juice cleanse. And I didn't want to charge members additional for it. I made it available for free. And that's how much I love and support you all. And I'm so appreciative of your commitment. Keep it up. You know how we do. You can reach out anytime. You know how to reach me through Messenger. She'll tell you, Dee Dee will tell you, I'll do what it takes for that members stay on track. Thank you for your time, Dee Dee.
Thank you.
And keep in touch. And I knew your son was going to come. That's right. Let me know if you plan on starting that metabolic juice cleanse. What's up, man? What's going on, my main man?
Ethan.
I remember you. Have a wonderful night, Dee Dee.
You too. Bye-bye.
Good to see you, Ethan. So, folks, you heard it from Dee Dee Love. 30-pound weight loss over the course of 42 days. She was a plant-based loser challenge customer who decided to do the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge twice. And one of the beautiful, you know how they say membership has its privileges. One of the great privileges of being a plant-based loser challenge member is that you can do the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge twice. But for those who want to change it up, I have a metabolic juice cleanse that delivers phenomenal fat burning results. And if you look at the title of this particular show, it's the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, Making Weight Loss Contagious in America. I want you to understand something. When I set out on this journey, this professional journey, 21 years ago, because September last month marked 21 years in the industry that we refer to as the wellness industry. And I've had my foot in the fitness industry as well as the nutritional industry because I've helped people by providing one of the country's first plant-based fitness programs. I'm a pioneer in the plant-based fitness space. Way before the trend of plant-based and vegan, I had introduced my one-on-one personal training customers to plant-based meal plans. And I could see the impact of putting people on nutrient-dense plant-based foods 21 years ago, okay? And I've seen tremendous weight loss results. I've seen people reverse hypertension. I've seen people reverse type 2 diabetes. I've seen African-American women pass uterine fibroids out of their bodies. I've seen people reverse IBS. So if you have not ever tried a nutrient-dense plant-based eating style, I'll be glad to help you. But I want to share, I want to give you some food for thought. 21 years ago, I set out on a journey to not just get people in shape. My mindset and heart set was around, and I was 20, let's see, I was 27 years of age when I got into the industry. I was 27 and I'm now 48. So when I got into the industry, and even before I got into the industry, I had a vision. I really wanted to make a difference in America. I wasn't just thinking about Charlotte. I had been blessed with a vision, and that vision was to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious in America. And that vision has really broadened to the point, thanks to social platforms, I now can impact the lives of thousands, if not millions of people, and I expect to do so. You know, they say that the two most important days in your life is the day that you were born and the day that you discover why you were born. And I can honestly say I know why I was born, and that's a wonderful feeling. That's a wonderful feeling. I have meaning. I know why I'm here. I get to make a difference in people's lives. And my personal mission has been to, I'm being used as an instrument, but my personal mission has been to create an epidemic in public health success and make weight loss contagious in America. So the Plant-Based Loser Challenge is about making weight loss contagious in America. Above and beyond that, it's about helping Americans understand this notion that I've been blessed to receive, and now I promote it: health success. It is so important for America and Americans to concentrate and be intentional about health success. And the reason why is because there are so many messages around chronic disease in America. Like, it's been my journey for 21 years to help people go plant-based or adopt a nutrient-dense plant-based eating style for the purpose of health success. Like, my particular purpose has been around helping humans achieve health success. And so that's been my primary motivation for introducing people to a plant-based diet style, or as many call, a whole foods plant-based diet. And it's been a wonderful journey. Now, me personally, I've been on a plant-based and vegan diet for 31 years. 31 years, yeah, it's been that long. And I would say to you, if you are having challenges with your biology, with your body, I find myself nowadays as a nutrition performance coach, and I still do some training, but nowhere near as much as I used to. But I use the word biology more than I use the word body now, because biology takes into consideration the brain on down. Traditionally in the industry, the fitness industry, there's been a tremendous focus on the body and neck down, meaning neck down, how you look. But with the incidences of vascular diseases like strokes, which I refer to as a brain attack. When someone has a stroke, I call it a brain attack. It's one of the vascular diseases. With the advent and the increase in incidences of dementia and Alzheimer's, I refer to this spacesuit. I call it a spacesuit because it allows us to travel through space here on Earth, our biology, because now we're talking about the brain and everything down. So there's so many degenerative brain disorders nowadays. So we have to concentrate on our entire biology: the brain, the blood vessels, the heart, the liver, the kidneys, the lymphatic system, the gut. Now there's so much science and evidence about the brain and gut connection, and how within our gut, many of you may not know, but within our gut, there's brain tissue. Okay. So, whatever's going on in your gut affects your brain and your thinking and your mood. There's been so much breakthrough in the microbiome, the understanding of the microbiome, all of the bacteria occupying our gut. And there's more gut bacteria in the human body than there are cells in the human body. So we've got work to do as Americans. We really have work to do. And what is that work? I want you to embrace this term, health success. I'm going to see if I can put it up on screen, because words have the power of manifestation. When you focus in on a particular word or a phrase, it helps you to set an intention around it. And in America, we take pride in being successful parents, and we take pride in having success in our careers, and we take pride in being homeowners, successfully acquiring a home ownership. There's a success that we hold that's near and dear, success in being in shape, being fit, having success in being fit. But what about health success? So I've been blessed with the term, and I'm promoting it because that's been my quest to help people achieve health success for the past 21 years. And honestly, all of you watching and listening should now adopt the use of that term, health success, because if you are focused on being fit, you want to be fit so you can achieve health success. If you want emotional well-being, which we refer to as wellness, you want to be well so you can achieve health success. Your emotional and attitudinal wellness or well-being influences your physiology, influences the brain, influences the nervous system, influences how glands secrete hormones. So all of that leads to health success. So that's the end game, health success. So I want you all to embrace that term. And speaking of health success, I am launching a health success series this coming Friday. The very first talk in my health success series will be in Charlotte. And so let me change. Okay. Yeah, that's right. This coming Friday, I'm launching a health success series. It's going to be held at North Lake Mall inside of Dillard's on the second floor. That's this coming Friday, 6:30 p.m., the very first talk in a series, the Health Success Series. And if you want to learn more about it, if you go into events on Facebook or the events section on Facebook, and this coming Friday, you will notice if you put Health Success Series, it'll come up. You get all the details as to where it's going to be. It's going to be held at North Lake Mall inside of Dillard's department store. So this Friday is the first talk I'm going to do in a series of talks. And after this Friday, it's going to be on, you'll see the days will be on Saturday. I decided to do a health success series because I wanted to have an offline stage or way of reaching people. This platform, the Plant-Based Loser platform on Facebook and now YouTube, because I am streaming live on Facebook and YouTube right now. and I need to go back and check to see how that went on YouTube, because this is my first time doing they call it a simulcast, where when you broadcast live to more than one social platform, it's called a simulcast or a multicast. So I'll go back and check YouTube just to see how that looks. And Kevin Elliott, what's up, Kev? It's been a long time. Kevin Elliott was a former personal training client of mine and friend. Thanks for joining me this evening. Make sure you send this to other folks, Kevin. It's so important for people to focus on health success. And it's so important for Americans to learn more about the health benefits of a whole foods plant-based diet, which I refer to as a nutrient-dense plant-based eating style. Not everybody will go vegan or 100% plant-based, but as I've been teaching for 21 years, eating is training. Eating is training, and it's so important no matter who you are. If you're a human with a body, your body thrives off of nutrient-dense plant-based foods. And of course, so many people are now learning through research, through documentaries, and experientially that you can get more than enough protein on a plant-based diet if you do it properly. It's a non-issue. And if you want to learn more about that, check out the new documentary that's on, well, actually it's going to be on Netflix, but right now it's on iTunes. There's a new documentary called The Game Changers, and you can watch it. You can actually watch it you can rent it for about $3.99. You can go to, give me a second, I'm gonna put it up on screen for you. You can watch it right now on iTunes, which I did. I actually watched it a few days ago, The Game Changers. It's a new documentary, and it's a documentary that follows this particular athlete. I can't recall this guy's name. He's a specialist in a particular form of martial arts. He had an injury and he had to go into recovery, and he started doing research, and he learned that the Roman gladiators were primarily on a plant-based diet. And so it intrigued him at a level where he did it. He started reaching out to various plant-based specialists and doctors. So it basically is a really powerful documentary on his journey, his research, and his experiential learning, and how a plant-based diet optimized his performance. It actually helped him to recover from his injury. And he went out on a quest to interview some of the strongest people in the world who are on a plant-based diet, some power lifters, and he interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger, a former Mr. Olympia. Everybody knows who Arnold Schwarzenegger is. Former bodybuilder, I think a 7-time Mr. Olympia, who is on a plant predominant diet. I'm not sure if Arnold Schwarzenegger is 100% plant-based, but he's radically changed his diet after having a heart situation. He may have had a heart attack. I know he had to get surgery, and subsequently he adopted a more plant-focused diet. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is in this documentary called The Game Changers. I'd highly recommend watching it. It will be on Netflix on the 16th, which is next week. So you can either rent it for $3.99 or $4.99. You can actually own it too. If you're an iOS device owner, you have an iPad or iPhone, You can rent or own it on iTunes. I rented it for, I think, $4.99. It's a great documentary. And there's even a section where they interview a urologist. And this urologist has a book called, I believe it's titled The Penis Book. That's the title of his book. Seriously, I'm not playing. It's called The Penis Book. And he's a urologist. And he basically had these athletes where he basically had them on a plant-based diet. Then he had them on he had them on a plant-based meal. And then he had them on a meal that had animal protein. And he measured their erections when they were on the plant-based meal. And he measured their erections when they were on a meal that had animal protein. And he also took blood samples from them to look at the amount of fat in their blood after a plant-based meal and their blood and the fat after a meal that contained animal protein. Really, really interesting part of the documentary. You definitely want to watch it. It's called The Game Changers. So for those of you who may be interested in the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, you can go to www.plantbasedloserchallenge.com. And I also want to highlight one of the testimonials, which I find to be really remarkable. Bear with me for one moment. I'm going to bring something on screen. Let's see. Hold up for a second. Let me see if I can find it, if it's still around. Aha, I think so. So look at this right here. Let's see if you can still see what I'm seeing. See this right here? This guy, Ricardo Nicholas, he's a Plant-Based Loser Challenge member. He has lost 35 pounds so far, and he actually lost 26 pounds in 21 days during the 21-day plant-based weight loss challenge. But total, he's lost 35 pounds. And this is a text conversation we had where I reached out to him just to check in to see how he was doing, which I do frequently, weekly, with all Plant-Based Loser community members. And he had informed me that he lost an additional 8 pounds of body fat. So he's lost 35 pounds. And he's a customer. He's a paid customer. He's benefited from the therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention that I've developed. So for those of you who are pursuing weight loss, I've got a really profound solution for you. And, because I've been doing this kind of work for 21 years, helping people achieve health transformations, helping people achieve and live with the body image of their dreams, helping people improve their health numbers, helping people improve their fitness performance levels. I've had a lot of time to tweak my nutritional protocol. And so it's at a level now where I'm getting better weight loss results than most personal trainers who work one-on-one with people. And all of my Plant-Based Loser Challenge customers don't train with me. It's not a fitness or exercise challenge. It's a challenge that gives you an opportunity to get free from food addiction. It gives you an opportunity to repair your metabolism regardless of your age. And it immediately puts you in weight loss mode. So I implore you, if you're overweight and you're pursuing weight loss, trust me for now and thank me later, because if you go to Instagram, you will see there's over 50 weight loss testimonials. And our community is growing weekly. So love to help you achieve health success and love to help you lose weight. If you go to www.plantbasedloserchallenge.com you'll get $100 off. It's a one-time enrollment. Look forward to helping you achieve health success and lose weight. And if you want to get the type of results that Ricardo has been able to achieve, reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you. And let me see if I can bring myself. Okay, I'm back. Full screen. Reach out. Love to help you. And the Plant-Based Loser Challenge, one of its major purposes, in addition to creating an epidemic in public health success, is to make weight loss contagious in America. Thanks for joining this evening. Reach out. Love to help and support you. And you deserve to become a plant-based loser. If you're overweight, if you've been struggling and dealing with food addiction, of course, food addiction is the number one obstacle that's stopping you from starting your weight loss journey. We love to support you because you've got a caring coach who's cracked the code. And I've been referred to as the plant-based mechanic for the human metabolism. So I'm going to tweak that. I am the plant-based mechanic for America's metabolism. How about that? I love to help you. Weight loss is easy. I want you to understand and know that. And not only will you get a caring coach who has a proven therapeutic plant-based weight loss intervention, you have a community of people that will cheer you on and support you. We have 62 members in the Plant-Based Loser community to date, and we're growing just about daily. Take care. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for joining, and make sure you share this particular Plant-Based Loser show. Thank you. Until the next time. It's Shabaka Amin. I'm out.